All right, so this last week had a bit of a project to move Matt's Prevost that we had in OJHQ over to the arm building. This is the third time I've moved it, so didn't really have time to film this week because everybody was super busy. I was doing this, Matt was doing car stuff, cinematography crew was doing their thing, so we're gonna give you kind of an update, just wrap up a little video on what we did, or what I did. So first things first, we ended up doing, instead of doing air and electric overhead, we decided this time to put it on the wall. Mainly because there's ductwork up here that kind of interfered with where we would have wanted to put it on the ceiling. So we opted to put them here. And I think it looks really good. So there was nothing here, no electrical, obviously no plumbing for air. So also at the same time we are kind of testing vacuum systems. So we decided we wanted to put the Coxreel with the vacuum hose over here. So I mounted that here. We had no electrical here either. So what I ended up doing was installing 20 amp dedicateds for the vacuum system, and then also one for each reel over here. So that was the first thing I did. All the electrical was done, got that all in place. Then I mounted the reels, which super nice. And it's really smooth too. I love that. And then this is the vacuum we're testing out currently. So we've got Coxreels, and then I actually installed another electric reel over there. And the best part about this to me is something new that we just got, which is this Conti F5 hose. This stuff's amazing. I absolutely love it. It's super flexible. I like it better than the Stoflex. I think the Stoflex is still a great hose, but not only is this blue, but it's super pliable. It's great. I think you guys are gonna love this. We're gonna be carrying this. We can manufacture these in-house now, and I like it a lot. It's probably my favorite air hose I've ever used. So we've got, like I said, 20 amp dedicated for electric. I like to run shut-off valves for the reels in case you get a line that blows out. So each reel has its own shut-off valve. I'm using Prevost hangers off of the purlins, and we get everything level. Rather than run it with the slope of the roof, I like to keep everything nice and level. Used our tees. This stuff is so nice to work with. The only thing I had to do here was we had nothing to support this branch coming off, so I had to run a piece of strut across to support that, just so it didn't slide down. And over on this side, we have the Hunter mounter, balancer, and Matt wanted to have, we were kind of running an airline from the compressor, but we ended up running 2 manifolds. So now each machine has its own air supply. We're actually going to change this out to our new Conti hose and do that today. Got a little whip here for Matt's tire inflator. And then the other electric reel that I mounted here. Tried to do something clean with the power cord here, shorten it up a bit, but I think that looks pretty good. He wanted just in case he needs something over here. And then we come up and over and head over to the compressor. We've got the Prevost MBCR. It's 3-stage, goes all the way down, if you can see here, 0.0003 microns, which is pretty clean there. So regulator built in, we have it set at 100 PSI. Have a shut-off valve at the filter regulator, just so if you want to change them, you can shut off. I also have one, it's kind of redundant, but I have one behind the compressor. In case this line were to ever blow, you've got a shut-off valve back here. But it's more difficult to get to, so you wouldn't ever want to shut that off unless this line failed for some reason. I just like to be able to isolate if you have to. And then, so if you're going to change any of this, you just shut that one. And anyway, we're set at 150 PSI. And I just love how this stuff looks. It makes the shop look legit, you know? Some contrast. I like the blue. The gray's cool too, but I really like the blue against the black. I think it looks really good. And the blue reels look good in here, especially with the new blue Conti air hose. And then of course we use the Prevost ends. These things are amazing, these swivels. Matt loves these, and I think they're great too. I mean, these are reused too. This is like the third iteration of air system we've used them on. Installation tips. Use a good cutter for cutting the Prevo. And always deburr at the very least the OD, because a lot of times the pieces, the nut and the sealing ring won't want to slide over the pipe, because if you've got that burr rolled up over, they won't slide on. So basically just use a good cutter, deburr them well, measure twice, cut once. And yeah, that's it. It's pretty straightforward. I think if you've got a, decent amount of skill, you can do this easily. But keep everything plumb and level too, for aesthetics. Looks nice. You get crooked pipes, it doesn't look good. No. But yeah, got the M3s next, and put headers on that starting today. So that'll be a fun little project, something different. All right, so that's a wrap. That's done. Check her off the list. See you guys next time.